2 or 3 hours from that, and then she got a call
I
like
got
you're
a call that
selected.
I'm selected. Yep. And that happened, and that I could say that actually doing this works.
Hey everyone. So this is the first time we're going live. I think it's just me. We did this a while ago, but the thing is, we didn't press record, and that's us. The thing is, we're trying to be as open, as authentic, as vulnerable as we can.
Yeah, we went in live, but we didn't press record button.
Yeah, we were talking for like
Yeah.
20-25 minutes straight, but
As we
it's gone.
promised, like earlier, that we're going to have a live session for an hour, half an hour, but we didn't hit the record. So we are again here back with hitting the record button.
Anyway, so the reason we're doing this coffee hour, we don't have coffees. At least we got a bottle of water here. But the reason we're doing this is just to get familiar with
Yeah.
one another. We are 8 members in the community now. Most of us are posting. Some of us aren't. Still, that's fine. That's fine. Doesn't matter. At least we are here. The reason, that's the main thing. At least we are in the community. Most people aren't. They've seen our posts on social media. They want to do this, but they haven't joined yet.
Yeah.
Because of the confidence problem. Because they're still somewhere deep inside their head. They're like, oh, should I do this? No. And screw this. Just do it. That's the thing. And
That's the whole point.
that's the whole point. That's the core idea,
platform.
philosophy behind the S Academy, this community. We just do it. And even in life, not just in our community, even in life, whoever says, whoever just, it's all about taking the decision, like reducing the gap between your thought and your action. That's it. I think that's the game. Once you've thought you're going to do it, you do it.
Yep.
The more you keep,
Thinking,
prolonging that, the more you keep, waiting, the harder it becomes. Right? Whether it's applying for a new job, getting out of the bed, reading a new book, starting your own project, whatever it is. And we're not perfect. That's what we do every single day. We want to wake up early. We want our day to be perfect, but it's not perfect. But at least we're trying. That's the thing. Now, let's start it this way. I'm gonna ask you questions, and you ask me questions, and that's how we move forward. And we're not gonna take this long. It's just gonna be 15, 20 minutes. Yeah.
An hour.
Yeah. So, what were you like before the community? What are you like now? And then I know. Let me finish this. And for people, for new members out there, and this is going to be now that we're recording this is going to be out there on the general, like in the community general discussion section, and they can see this and they can know who are.
We are, yeah.
So for those people, who is Ayushma? Let's start from there.
Yeah. So even before talking about how I changed after joining the community, I would go way back. Like when,
who is Ayushma?
So yeah, who is Ayushma? Ayushma is a sweet little girl who is a very who was no who is, I could say that, but I was very very camera shy person. Not only camera, I'm a kind of introvert. I'm good at speaking and talking with friends or with a little group that I know, but once I go out and meet strangers, new people, I am introvert. I don't know how to communicate, how to break that ice. And that is something I always wanted to work out. But in Nepal, at least it was working for me. I was going on a job. I didn't have to meet like new people every day. So it was okay. But after coming to Australia, I had to meet everyone,
And then
all
you
the
have to
new
speak in
people.
English.
Yeah, speaking in
Culture.
English is then the other new thing, and Aussie English is another kind of a thing. So it was all happening, and the kind of personality that I have, but I had to deal with everyone. Finding job was being very difficult because of whole thing, being introvert, being weird, and communication language, everything was happening as a barrier, I could say that. And then I always wanted to learn, but I don't know how to do it. I couldn't find any access, no platform, nothing. I don't want to post and go on videos, doing videos like that, like so he was doing it, but I couldn't do that, and I had no confidence doing that. But still, I wanted to progress. I wanted to make myself better. So that's how this whole school thing came up. This idea came up. This community came up. This platform came up. We did this. Just two of us were there. We did it for like 42 days,
44, yeah.
45 days, and every day we posted. And when we started doing this every day, before it was not like this structured.
Yeah,
Before
it
it
was
was
like,
like
okay,
random thing.
let
Yeah.
me interrupt. So what we did was we started this community a few months back,
Hmm.
and back then it was only Ayushma and me in this community. We had planned a structured. We used AI. We wanted to plan a course where anyone could get in and follow the 90-day step by step formula, and then be a different person, be a totally totally
Updated
different, yeah,
version.
yeah, a totally different person, more confident, with more clarity and with more communication skills. But the thing is, we were scared. We were like, oh, is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? Let's try it ourselves first to be really authentic. We haven't shared this before. So we started the community and we started posting, yeah, ourselves first. We did it for 44 days. Every single day we posted. Yeah. And it was there was no structure back then. We were like, today let's talk about confidence. Okay, confidence is this, that. Today let's talk about
We just used to pick like
random
topics, random thoughts that we read somewhere, or random
Now imagine.
books that we heard, or even books we read. We used to do that, those random things, but still doing those random things every day, showing up every day, talking and hearing back ourselves. So that actually, what do I say, it actually made us feel confident, though it was not showing up. It was not like we knew we are being confident by doing it, but unconsciously, subconsciously, we were being confident. And that's when I like actually felt it was when during that time I was struggling really hard finding good job for me. So every interviews I went, there was no response and everything that was happening. And then this job that I'm doing right now, I got into the interview call. I went there and gave my interview. And that interview, I could see that I was changed. I was more confident. I was more good at communicating with them. And I actually felt really proud and happy about myself, like how my interview went. I was
Why don't you share your experiences, like your failed interviews before? Talk about that and then talk about the one that you cracked.
Yeah, I failed interview. Definitely those interviews I failed because of my communication. I was not confident when I was talking with them. I was doubting myself, and that self-doubt was clearly heard by them.
Yeah, it was
It
visible.
was visible to them. It was visible in my face. It was visible in my body language.
No matter how many technical skills you have, no matter how much of technical skills you have, you're good at your job. You, of course you are.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't know that.
Yeah, they wouldn't know because
They would see it on you. They would only. How can you the cold hard, like, sad reality of life? They say don't judge a book by its cover, but that's how the world works. You are going to be judged
by the cover.
Yeah, a book is judged by its cover. That's the reality. You go to a job interview, they don't know you. They don't know how talented you are, how what kind of skills you have, and they will perceive you. They will judge you by the way you speak, and the way you speak is your true is how you the way you present yourself is who they perceive you actually are.
Yeah, so same thing was happening with me. They could see visibly that I was not confident. I was not being, in my good, what do I say, in my good tone or whatever, but they were seeing through me. So that was happening, and that was the reason why I couldn't go to the second interview process. I was kicked out at the first step only. So that, and I never heard from them for second interview, second call, like that was happening. So I knew that. And when I started posting videos in this school community, and I was getting a little bit of confidence back, I was being better every day doing it. And then
And you were also reading.
yeah, we were
Of
reading
course, there's
books,
that.
we were reading different I before I used to just read novels and non like this fiction books like romantic novels and the
Harry
love
Potter.
stories and that. It was back then when I was kid, but then I used to read just the novels like from um like romantic side ones or like that one. But I never read non-fiction books. I used to find them really boring, like about money, about success. I was that kind of. But then after coming here and meeting him, actually, I started reading those kinds of books as well. And every day I was reading those books and recording myself, just saying what I learned today and what I loved about the book or the chapter I read today. That was the thing I was recording and posting in school. That was what happening to the 44 days. So that actually was improving myself. I was not realizing it, but it was happening inside.
Mm.
It was happening subconsciously. And when I went for that interview, I was really proud of myself. I was not aware if I'm going to be selected or not. I didn't even care about it. I'm just happy I did
Yeah, I remember.
best.
I remember.
He remembers
I
it.
remember the. I vividly remember that whole day. She was in another job, another working somewhere
Yeah.
else. She had to go to the interview. I dropped her, and then I came back and was like, how did it go?" I asked her, and she was like, "I don't care. I performed well." She was like, "Even if they don't give me the job, I don't care." That's how I. That's how she portrayed herself in front of them, and like maybe 2 or 3 hours
Yeah.
from that, and then she got a call
I
like
got a
you're
call that
selected.
I'm selected. Yep. And that happened, and that I could say that actually doing this works. This will
Absolutely.
help you to improve. I'm not saying that we will be best, but at least
But you will get there. You will get there.
improve ourselves.
Imagine just do it for a week and then you see a difference. See the
Mm.
difference, right? And the course has been designed in such a way that if you do it every single day for 90 days, you'll be a totally different person.
Yeah.
That's how we have become the people we are today.
Yeah, and we are working on being every day improving ourselves. I would say that every
Obviously.
day we are learning. That's why this platform is actually created, so that nobody is there to judge you or nobody is there to point your mistakes or like that. Here everyone is learning.
Yeah, nobody's
Yeah,
perfect. We are not
everyone's
perfect.
learning. Everyone here has their own insecurities, own fear, everything, and we're just posting here. We are the close circles, we are not posting it.
We're
We are going
like-minded
out.
individuals here.
Yeah.
There are so many people out
Yeah,
there
it's
who
not
want to
like
do this.
Facebook or
Yeah.
Instagram where there are so many people judging you, passing comments. It's not happening like this because we all are here as a learner. We all are like-minded
But
people.
still,
Yeah.
I know people think that they're going to get judged. That's what I know specifically. Members, I've talked to them personally. They're like, I've asked them like, "Oh, why don't you post videos?" And they're like, on their first video, you don't have to do anything. Oh, the first day you join, okay, this is gonna go on the community tab. This is gonna go on the general discussions. This is our first video. So if you're watching this, if you're a new one here, if you're here for the first time, if you're a new member, let me tell you something. If you've just joined, just go to the classroom, right? Watch the video, the welcome video. Go through the prompts, and what do you have to do? It's gonna barely take you 5 minutes to go through all the prompts, and it's like, okay, all you have to do is just post a video on your first day. If you don't do it today, you're gonna get you won't do it tomorrow, because the longer you extend that, the time, the longer you take to post it, the harder it's gonna get.
Yeah.
So just if you're here for the first time, just post it. Take your phone out, whatever you're doing. You're on your computer, you're watching TV, you're in your living room, you're in your kitchen, in your study room, workspace, whatever you are, just take your phone out. What do you have to do? All you have to do is just say your name, where you're
Yeah,
from,
it's gonna
what
take
do you
2 minutes.
do, and what do you like what do you care about the most in life? And then what was the last prompt? Yeah, one thing that uh, nobody knows about you. And that's it. And you don't even have to follow the exact prompt. Sometimes even I don't follow the prompt.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. The idea is to post, not to follow the prompts correctly. That's it. And even if you say like whatever, doesn't matter, whatever you say, even if you say the stupidest thing and all, nobody's gonna judge you.
Yeah, nobody's
That's what
gonna
we
judge
do.
us.
And we're not perfect either. We didn't plan for this. We didn't that is the sole reason why this community exists. And I was getting there. I have talked to people in this group, members personally. They're like, I asked them, hey, okay, you've joined the community. why haven't you posted your first video? And then they've actually paid money for this, and they're like, oh, I'm busy, I'm gonna do it next week. I'm like, I know who I'm talking to. I mean, you're listening to me to this. But the thing is, the longer you take to post, the harder it gets. And
I remember
and
you
I
gave an example.
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get to that example. But the first thing is, I told him, and there's the other guy as well who hasn't posted. So what happens is, or what happened is, we told them, and they're like, "Oh, I've done it once, I've done it twice. I've made like 4 videos on my phone, but I haven't posted on it." Bro, that could have been your day. 4 videos for 4 days, right? If you take your phone out, take take your first video, post that video. Doesn't matter,
Yeah,
because the more you do it,
yeah,
the more you want to perfect it.
yeah.
That's our problem. If you're posting it on social media with a script, with a title, with a hook, everything, do it as many times as you can, as you want. But here, you don't have to do that, because the more you do that, what happens is, the more you feel like, oh, I have to make it perfect. Oh, this is not good.
Yeah, more longer. You think you said just earlier that
Yeah,
the gap
the gap,
between
the gap
decision and
between your thought and action.
yeah.
Reduce that gap,
Hmm.
right? And yeah, and one more thing that we talked about earlier, but we missed it. It was, I had to watch that podcast yesterday. It was just not a full podcast. It was just a small clip, and then somebody was talking about, a professor in the U.S. He had given, it was in a, um, there were two groups of students. So the professor said, make the best pot, pot out of clay, right? Best pot you can make, the best pot ever. And to the other group, he said, just make one pot a day. It doesn't have to be best. Just make one pot a day. And they did it. I don't know for how long they did it for. They did it for like 90 days or something. And then at the end of at the end of the 90 days, on the 91st day, maybe, or 90, I don't know how many the number of days, but still, the idea is for how long you do it. The first group, they did it for, they every day they thought about it, they crafted, they're like, oh, they researched it, but they didn't make the pot. They talked about it, they had discussions, and they're like, oh, they made presentations, this and that, whatever. But the second group, they didn't think about anything. They just made one pot, and the second day they improved on that. Third day, they kept making the pots every single day, and on their 90th day, they perfected it. Obviously, the one who had to do the perfect pot,
yeah,
they didn't do it nicely.
yeah, that's an amazing.
So it's the same with the daily practice. Don't make it the harder it is, the better, right?
Yeah.
And
I would
does
love
it
to
even if your video, sorry, even if your video is if your video is not good, that's even better, because at least you have something to improve tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah,
please go.
that's a beautiful way to think about it. What I was gonna say is that just posting your first video is going to be difficult.
Right.
You are going to have that hesitation, but once you post it, and after that, it's gonna be a lot easier.
Right.
Just that first
Just
post
that
is
breaking the
yeah,
ice on your
breaking
first
ice.
day.
Just that hesitation is going
That
to
is why the
be
first day you don't have to do it. You don't have to think about anything else. All you have to say is your name. Hi, my name is Soham, or hi, my name is Ayushma. Hi, but whatever your name is, I'm from this place. I do this, and what
I
do you
care
believe?
this.
Yeah, what do you care about, and what most people don't know about you.
Week is a very simple.
And then the first week is the same thing. First week, that's it. Whatever it is, it's all about you, and you don't have to follow a framework. Nothing. Just speak your heart out.
Yeah, it's just breaking the ice.
Just break the ice.
Getting out of that comfort zone, and that's more important. Every day to get out of your comfort zone is something you have to learn doing it.
Yeah,
That's going to
and then the
improve.
other thing is, you don't just post videos. Somebody else is gonna like your video. Somebody else is gonna comment on your videos, and then you're gonna comment on, if you like, you can like and comment on others videos as well. And I'm sure everybody uses social media, right? If you haven't downloaded School, you can download it, and it's on App Store, it's on Play Store. You can download it on your phone, and instead of spending all the time on Facebook and TikTok and Snapchat, At least you spend like 10 minutes a day. That's enough. We're not asking for anything more than that.
Even we don't
Yeah, even we don't
we don't
spend that much
spend more
time in
than
school.
that. Yeah, we
Right.
don't prepare, we don't do
When I get a
anything.
notification, I'm like, okay, somebody, okay, this guy is posted. I allocate as like a chunk of time, like maybe in the morning or in the afternoon, and whenever I'm free, I'm going somewhere, wherever I'm in, and I'm in a queue or whatever. When do you use social media? When you're free, right? In the kitchen, in the bathroom, wherever, in your living room, in your bedroom before going to bed. If you're using, just look at those videos, and then you're like, oh, okay, and you'll see the gradual improvement.
Yeah.
And you guys are in the same boat. Somebody is in week one, somebody's in week two, somebody's might be in
Even
week
we are
three.
in week
We
3.
are in week three now, and yeah, it's really amazing to see
I
people.
also think that most important is that with the kind of prompts that we have for
Mhm.
week 1, week 2, 3, I think we get to learn so much about ourselves.
That's
You know, that
right.
is one of the beauty I feel. So because doing week 3, I could see that, oh, that's how I think, or that's how was it, that's how I perceived it. So that was happening, and listening to others videos, I could see that, oh my god, why did I think that way, why didn't I say, like, how simple is that, but I never thought that way. Like, I can get
Right.
others perception as well, you know. So that is amazing that's happening in
Yeah, I
this
love I,
community,
I
and
love watching
I'm
I love
loving it.
watching all
I'm loving
your
it.
videos, especially Romani, Prakriti, and Ishan and Naresh, and even Ayushma. I watch all, and the boy Vavish has done videos now, and it's so interesting. Just like Ayushma said, I didn't know Romani was such an interesting person. See, I love watching your videos, guys, and then where else do you get like positive feedback, constructive feedback like this? And if somebody else gives you a feedback, gives you feedback, you return this favor, you comment on their videos as well, and then you feel good, you
Yeah,
feel
you
good.
feel when you feel appreciated.
Yeah, and then
Everyone
let's
feels
do it for
happy.
90 days. Let's give it a try. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
We'll see, and then we'll be a totally different person. Not just, and we will actually learn to observe people, and then like in a video, you learn to comment. You learn to take the positive things out of people.
Yes, like even like simplest thing, like I am thinking this way, then I can have, like, now we have like 8 members, right? So we have 8 minds, you know.
Definitely.
So seeing that, listening to all these 8 people, their own perception, their own mindset, it's amazing. Like, I have learned a lot from all
Same
of
here,
you.
same
That's
here.
happening now, and
And
I'm very
everybody,
excited for our
everybody has
topics.
their own story, and every story is so unique. It's not like my story is great. No, everybody has their own unique story. It's
It's
just
just their
that,
personality,
yeah,
like
it's just
the
that they
way they
haven't
talk.
expressed it.
Yeah.
And this is such a good opportunity, good an amazing platform. School, we're thankful to school. I mean, you get to level up, and then there's leaderboards, and then we're going to introduce so many different things later. Once the community grows, we can do so many things. We can do like just now we're doing this live session. Maybe we could do a physical session. Who
Yeah,
knows?
who
Maybe we
knows?
could do like a day out or something.
Yep,
It's gonna
definitely.
be.
Once we have a lot, like, number of members, and we'll do it. But still, with this as well, we actually 8 of us. We all know each other. We all know from before, not only
Yeah,
just by school community. But I feel like doing this, listening to your day, your everyday thing. You know, we have actually come more closer. You know, because we didn't know this side of their personality. So this is
absolutely.
very new and fresh.
Right. And then the
Way.
one thing that I want to add is most people say, "Oh, I'm busy." That's that's the most common thing I have noticed. Like, "Oh, I've been busy." Of course, everybody's busy, right? But we want to better ourselves. We want to better ourselves. We want to be better communicators. And the thing is, if even when you're working, you're on your computer, just 2 minutes, you're using social media anyway, right? During that time, take your phone out. You don't. It's not going to hamper your work. It's not going to hamper your work. Just take your phone out. Do whatever you're doing. and then take the video.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how you document, and that's the future, guys. That's the future of the personal brand, and we're going to get there. This 90-day curriculum is our playground where we practice this. We practice documenting. We practice telling our own stories. And then once we do that, the next step is building our personal brand. And this is so important because once we do this, we get to know ourselves, we get to know how to communicate our stories, and then we build a brand out of it. So the future is bright. That's. I think that's it for today. We have I think that's it for today. If we've missed anything, we're going to talk about it next week. So we'll do this every week, and yeah, we'll do this like next time, noticing them all like earlier. Yeah, and then we can join in for let's say, yeah, we can guys, please comment on this video, and then let us know what time suits you. It's just we had to do this out of the blue now, but we could do this maybe we can plan this a few days ahead. It doesn't have to be Saturday, it could be some other day, and we'll do a live session. And yeah, how about that? Just chat, we can just yeah, and then we're being authentic. You don't have to perform. That's the core idea behind just this community. Coffee or something like that. We can just chat and share about our lives, anything about this community. What, like, how, like, we can get your feedback as well, like what you want to add or what is working, what's not working, what your actual feedback is. We can do that. Definitely, Q&A sessions or something like that. Definitely. All right, guys. So yeah, have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good night wherever you are, and we'll see you next time. Peace.